Hello, my name is Joseph Otispato. I'm an intern here at Goodness Planet. What you're about to see is an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at what we do here at Good News Planet. You will see how we put the stories on the website. You will also be treated to a couple of interviews with my fellow workers. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, could you give us a little background?
Sure. Well, first I'll introduce myself. My name is Paul Slatkus. So, a little background. Professionally, I've been in the TV industry, communications business for 40 years. I worked at CBS for 7, in production, working on shows like All in the Family, Sonny and Cher, Cal Burnett. Then I went to Channel 13 here, PBS station, and after 7 years later, I spent another 7 there. And I worked on Nature and the Brain series and other kinds of programs. I did that for 14 years, and then I was working head of marketing for a station here in New York, WNYC. And that station, my job was to bring in foreign broadcasters. And so I was very excited about that, because I thought if I helped the foreign broadcasters or did something with them, that one day when I want to put my shows on and broadcast shows into China and to Spanish countries and so on, then I will have a connection, because talk is cheap, and if you help people, then they like you. And actually, I started a multicultural advertising marketing company. I left Channel 31, and the Chinese said to me, why don't you come and help us? And I started ethnic advertising, and I'm a product of ethnic advertising. So we did that for many years, still do it in fact, 27 years later. Though 13 years ago, I wanted to get back to our broadcast roots, and we created something called Good News Broadcast.com, and someone said, you know, you can do a .com, you can do video and audio and text on the web. And so I started in July 4th, 1998 to broadcast programming that I felt was positive, life-affirming, thought-provoking, good news, entertainment, and events, because good news is my mission. So we've been doing our Good News broadcast. We have thousands of shows of people doing good. We're fanatical to the point of wanting to prove the point.
Why did you start Good News Planet?
Well, actually, it was Good News Broadcast. I changed the name in 2010 to Good News Planet, which I owned also, for a couple of reasons. One was we still have Good News Broadcast, but just name-wise, Good News Broadcast gets confused with Good News Broadcasting, which actually is a Christian website. And Good News Planet is because I've been doing multicultural worldwide projects for 27 years, and I just thought it's more representative of what we're trying to preach, that it's a planet, it's not just a show. I mean, broadcast is good, we still can use it, but I wanted to show that the whole wide world is, and we've started Good News China, Good News Taiwan, Good News Japan, and so we plan to make good news everywhere and anywhere in the world, or to ask people to create it. That's what we need. We need help. We need a lot of help. You can send your stories to us, but you can actually load up and post your stories, video, audio, or text on Good News, your photos on Good News. We have a social network, come to Good News, and you can do that there as well. So I started Good News Planet because the fact is that we want to just promote that the world is good. And we want this business to continue on, and we hope that everybody has a good news column, good news video, good news stories, because I think we grow and we feel much better with positive content than negative. We have hope, and hope is very important in life.
Okay, last question. What's good news for you?
Man, it's using my own material on me, because we finish every interview with what's good news for you. Good news for me is sharing good news of the world, is to see people like yourself flourish and grow, and hopefully achieve something from this experience, and for your future and for your life. And so that's what's important to me. And the leading good news for me, though, is my family and my friends, like yourself and everybody around me. I'm very fortunate, and in that way. And that I actually think, along with health, which is wealth, I'm knock wood, I have good health, and I have good family and friends around me. So that really is the key of good news.
Okay. Thank you.
My pleasure.
For all the editing, we use Adobe Premiere, which is what you see in front of you. First step is to import the intro and the outro segments. Now, import intro and outro. It's the two that are highlighted. Open. Now, import. Click open. And now we import the audio. Same step. Click on the thing that says MP3. Click on open. And it's imported. Next step is to drag the MP3 down to here. Click on it and drag it down. Now I listen to it. After listening to the audio, the next step is to find a perfect place to end it. Okay, found it. Next step is to drag the intro and the outro down. First the intro. Okay, after you're done with that, you bring the logo down. Logo is supposed to take up most of the video. There's good. After you put the logo in, the logo has to be a certain size. Here's how I do it. By 5. The scale is 15.8. That's the end result. Now we put the pictures in making a slideshow. Copy image. Then you open up a program called Adobe Photoshop. File, new. This comes up. Press OK. Then you copy and paste. Go to File again. Save at. And then you just save. Drag the first one down. See this right here? I try to make the scale of it fit it is for every single one of the pictures. But all the pictures are different, they each have a different scale. The sound isn't on it. Sequence. Render effects and work area. The time it takes to render depends on how long the video is. After you render it, the exporting process begins. File, export, media. What the export media does, it saves it as an MP4. Save. Okay, now it opens the media encoder. Press the button that says our query, and the encoding process begins. The time the encoding process takes place depends on how long the video is. Introduce yourself and state your job title.
Well, I'm Austin Tang. and my job title is Director of Operations / Production.
What does the Director of Operations / Productions do?
Well, basically, it's pretty much doing everything around the office, like putting up stories and answering phones and everything else, and then production is overseeing everything, everybody that's in the production or in the producing mode.
How long have you worked here?
Over 5 years.
What's your background in this area?
Well, I was editing for TEV Productions, which is a place in Rochester, New York, which is basically editing weddings and birthday parties and stuff.
How long did you do that for?
Like half a year or so.
And then you came straight to working here?
No, I stopped work from there and then went into substitute teaching, and then went to brain injury day training program, phase 2, up at NYU, and then after that I came here.
Final question, what's good news for you?
Everything.
Thank you for your time, Austin.
Thank you.
The encoding process is on. You upload the audio onto YouTube. Go to upload. Click on the MP4. And the uploading process begins. Then you go down to claim options. Monetize in all countries. Save changes. After you save, it says your partner settings have been saved. Now the video information and privacy settings. The title of the article is William Cousins. The description is the actual story. Copy. Now the tags. You open up Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word. Tags on. Now all you have to do is select the category. Education will be the category for this one. Save changes. Saved. Click the link. And there's the end result. Share. Embed. Then copy. The next step is to go to the WordPress. Go to post. Add new. Go to HTML. No idea what that stands for, but okay. Now paste. The next thing you do is you go to the Google Calendar. You copy and paste both the name of the story and the story itself. Start with the story. Copy. Paste. Now let's do the title. Same step. Copy. And then paste. Now you go back to visual. Now the next step is the tags. Now you go back to the Microsoft document, and then you put commas in between each keyword. After you're done putting commas between each of the keywords, guess what you do next? Copy and paste. Copy. Now paste. Now the categories. Good news to go. Education. Today's good news. And health. Now we're up to the final step of putting up the story, which is to put in the picture. This is going to be my first picture. Open Adobe Photoshop. Copy, file, new. You have to change the width to 450 and the height 250. And then you press OK. Now you paste. Control T. Shrink it down. After you're done editing the picture, save for web and device. Save, go to your project folder and save it there. Go to the top line, upload and insert, browse, find your picture, click on it, upload. Use this featured image, and then when that's done, insert into post. Size 60%. Advanced settings, border 5, horizontal space 10. Now update, publish, view post, and there it is. Oh, there you have it. That's what we do here at Good News Planet. I hope you enjoyed it.